The mud had swallowed the road whole, turning it into a battlefield where nature refused to yield. In the middle of it stood a stranded truck, heavy with timber, its wheels trapped and useless. Then came the response. Two smaller machines, engines roaring, inching forward with stubborn resolve. They were outmatched in size, but not in spirit. Side by side, they pulled, strained, and fought against the sucking grip of the earth. The air filled with the growl of metal and the splatter of mud. This was more than work. It was defiance. And still, the Boyabat Tasi Kilar Cooperative pressed on, refusing to surrender to the relentless grip of the mud. The KZ-260 rumbled like a beast awakened, its massive frame cutting through the wilderness as if it owned the land. Built with a rugged three-axle design and unmatched cross-country capability, it had earned its reputation as an off-road titan. In the world of forestry work, few machines could rival its dominance. Beneath its steel skin roared a powerful 15-liter V8 engine, giving it the strength and agility of a mountain lion. Fierce, calculated, unstoppable. But nature is never easily conquered. As the truck approached a steep, mud-soaked slope, the ground beneath it shifted and resisted. Its tires clawed desperately for grip, churning earth into chaos, but the incline proved unforgiving. For a moment, even this giant hesitated. It was a humbling reminder. No matter how powerful the machine, the wild still sets the rules. And sometimes, even titans must yield. The rain had turned the logging road into something unrecognizable. Less a path, more a churning swamp of thick, hungry mud. Tires from smaller vehicles had long since given up, leaving deep ruts filled with brown water. But the Eural trucks didn't hesitate. Engines growling low and steady, they pushed forward like stubborn beasts, their massive wheels sinking, then clawing their way back out. Each load of timber towered behind them, heavy and unyielding, yet the trucks carried it as if it were nothing. Mud splashed high against their sides, coating steel in layers of grit. Where the road disappeared entirely, the drivers relied on instinct and experience. The trucks swayed, slipped, corrected, never stopping. It was a slow, relentless march. In this drowned forest, where machines usually failed, the Urals ruled. Through mud, weight, and resistance, they simply kept going, unstoppable haulers in a landscape that tried, and failed, to hold them back. The road ahead was treacherous, carved through mud and rock where danger lingered in every turn. Rain had turned the ground into a slippery trap, and lesser vehicles had long since given up. But not these trucks. They stood like legends brought to life, massive, unyielding machines roaring with power. One by one, they pulled each other forward, their engines growling in deep, thunderous rhythm. Each truck was equipped with a formidable Magiris-Deutz engine, a testament to engineering that seemed untouched by time. As wheels spun and gripped the unstable terrain, their four-wheel drive systems dug in relentlessly. Reduction gearboxes transferred raw strength into controlled force, while immense torque pushed them through the impossible. As wheels spun and gripped the unstable terrain, their four-wheel drive systems dug in relentlessly. Reduction gearboxes transferred raw strength into controlled force, while immense torque pushed them through the impossible. Steel strained, mud flew, and yet they moved, unstoppable. In that harsh landscape, these machines weren't just vehicles. They were lifelines, proving that with power, precision, and resilience, even the most dangerous paths could be conquered. The tractor groaned under the weight of its burden, dragging a load of massive round logs along a muddy, unforgiving road. What should have been a simple journey had turned into a grueling test of endurance. Each turn of the wheels felt like a battle. The air was thick with tension as the driver pressed forward, eyes fixed on the treacherous path ahead. It offered no mercy, only deep ruts and endless stretches of slick, clinging mud. The wheels spun, then caught, then struggled again, inching forward with stubborn determination. With every meter gained, the ground seemed to fight back. The soft earth swallowed the tires, pulling the tractor down as if trying to claim it. Progress was painfully slow, but stopping was not an option. Grit, patience, and sheer persistence kept the machine moving, one hard-earned inch at a time. The IMT 560 DW Lurie is a specialized forestry tractor designed for efficient wood extraction in challenging terrains. Equipped with a 110-meter winch cable, it is particularly suited for skidding logs from difficult-to-reach areas, such as steep slopes or dense forests, to accessible loading points. This machine combines durability and power, featuring a robust diesel engine and a reinforced chassis to withstand heavy loads and harsh working conditions. The DW configuration typically indicates a double drum winch system, allowing operators to manage multiple logs simultaneously, improving productivity and reducing extraction time. The Lurie adaptation enhances stability and traction, often including forestry-specific modifications like protective guards, skid plates, and specialized tires. These features ensure both operator safety and machine longevity. First, the ground had turned into a heavy trap, gripping the machine as if it refused to let go. Soon an excavator rumbled onto the scene, its operator determined to help. With a firm pull, it tried to drag the tractor free, but the mud held tight, swallowing the effort. The Caterpillar skidder rumbled confidently into the work site, its powerful engine echoing through the trees, but beneath the surface, the ground was deceptive. soft, wet, and unforgiving. Within moments, the machine sank deep into nearly 3 feet of thick, heavy mud. Its wheels spun helplessly, churning the muck but getting nowhere. The deeper it struggled, the tighter the mud seemed to grip it. Time passed, and the situation grew more urgent. Then, from a distance, help arrived. An excavator made its way carefully across the unstable terrain, positioning itself for the rescue. With precision and strength, it extended its arm and secured the stranded skidder. The pull was slow but steady. Mud resisted, clinging stubbornly, until finally it gave way. With one final effort, the skidder broke free, rising from the muddy trap, saved just in time from the dangerous terrain. Rain had been falling for days in the forests of Panguipuli, turning the narrow logging road into a ribbon of slick clay. Deep in the trees, the Mercedes-Benz Atros 3340 sat helpless, its massive tires swallowed by mud, its weight dragging it deeper with every failed attempt to move.
Yes, I will.
The driver waited, listening to the forest and the slow groan of shifting earth. When the rescue crew arrived, their machines rumbled like distant thunder. They studied the slope, the unstable ground, the angles. One wrong move could make things worse. Chains were laid carefully, tension building with every inch. No one spoke much. Experience had taught them respect for moments like this. The winch pulled. The mud resisted. The truck lurched, then slid. For a second, everything seemed on the edge of chaos. Then, slowly, the Atros broke free, dragged back from the grip of the forest, leaving behind deep scars in the earth and a story none of them would forget. The call came just before dusk. A timber transporter had sunk deep into the mud somewhere beyond the last stretch of road. When the crew arrived, the Iveco 6x6 sat helpless on a slick, sloping track, its massive frame weighed down by logs and swallowed by the earth beneath it. The wilderness was silent, watching. Engines roared to life as the rescue began. Steel cables were uncoiled, machines positioned with precision. Every move demanded experience. One mistake could make things worse. The ground was treacherous, shifting underfoot, threatening to pull even the rescuers into its grip. Despite their power, tension hung thick in the air. The truck creaked, the cables strained. In such unstable conditions, even securing the vehicle was dangerous. One sudden jolt could snap lines or send machines sliding. Then, inch by inch, the Iveco stirred. It was not just strength, but patience and skill that finally pulled it free from nature's hold. The construction site had been loud all morning. Engines roaring, metal clanking, workers moving with practiced urgency. Then, in an instant, everything changed. A Mercedes Atros 4043 truck, heavily loaded and navigating uneven ground, suddenly lost balance. The massive vehicle tilted, groaned under its own weight, and rolled over with a thunderous crash that silenced the entire site. Dust filled the air. For a brief moment, no one moved. Then the shouting began. Workers rushed toward the scene, hearts pounding, unsure of what they would find. The situation was tense, every second stretching longer than the last. Amid the chaos, an excavator operator nearby reacted without hesitation. With steady hands and sharp focus, he maneuvered the machine toward the overturned truck, carefully positioning its arm to stabilize the wreck. Others quickly joined in, coordinating their efforts, guiding each move, and ensuring no further danger unfolded. What could have turned into a far worse disaster was contained through quick thinking and teamwork. As the dust settled and the immediate danger passed, one thing was clear to everyone present. In such a hazardous environment, skill, awareness, and rapid coordination are not just important, they are life-saving.